Hello, fourth graders. Welcome to your grammar lesson. Today we are talking about subject and predicate. And that is because every complete sentence that we use in reading, writing, speaking must have two parts, even if we don't realize it. It must have a subject and a predicate. What else do all sentences have? Have a think about that. So when we talk about a subject and a predicate, what do we mean by the subject? Well, we mean who or what the sentence is about. A sentence always needs to have a subject, needs to have a topic or a subject. Who is the sentence about? What is the sentence about? For example, the big dog was barking. The big dog is the subject. That's who the sentence is about. Mum and Dad are home. Mum and Dad are the subject. That's who the sentence is about. Her family is moving. Who's the sentence about? Her family. So now let's try it. What is the subject in these sentences? Barry and Tia are friends. Who is the sentence about? Barry and Tia. They are the subject of the sentence. The next sentence says, the pizza is delicious. What is the subject of that sentence? Well, it's about the pizza. It's not a person, doesn't always have to be a person, but the subject is usually a noun. There's always a noun. Could be a thing or a person, but something that the sentence is about. The whole class was in line. And the whole class is the subject, because that's who the sentence is about. Now, the predicate is what the subject does or what it is. Like the pizza is delicious. The delicious is the predicate. Okay, subject and predicate. We want to know who the sentence is about and what the subject does or what they are. So here's some more examples. He reads every night. So reads every night is the predicate because that's what the subject does. Grandma cooked spaghetti. Cooked spaghetti is the predicate because that's what Grandma did. We drove to California. Drove to California, that's what happened. That's what the people in the sentence did. So we've got the subject, who the sentence is about, and we've got the predicate, which tells us what they did. And here's a hint. The predicate always starts with a verb. And it could be an action verb, or it could be a linking verb like we've learned about that connects a verb and a noun, or it could be a helping verb that just gives us some more information about the verb. So let's try. What is the predicate? Remember, that's what the subject does or is in these sentences. The water felt ice cold. Let me say that again. The water felt ice cold. Well, the predicate is going to be that it felt ice cold. The water is the subject, and it felt ice cold. Okay, Jackson sang a solo. What is the predicate? Not the subject, but what did they do? Well, Jackson sang a solo. So sung a solo is the predicate. They took a long lunch break. So taking a long lunch break is what they did. So that is the predicate because they is the subject. So you can see the water is the subject, felt ice cold is the predicate, Jackson is the subject, sung a solo is the predicate, they is the subject, took a long lunch break is the predicate. So we are going to put one line under the subject in each sentence and two lines under the predicate. I know you can do it. Have a look at the sentence with me. He ran to answer the door. He ran to answer the door. What is the subject of the sentence? You're right. It's he. That's who the sentence is about. It's the he. Okay. Two lines under the predicate, which is what the subject does or is. What did he do? He ran to answer the door. And ran is a verb. So remember our predicates are always verbs of some kind, saying what the subject did. Okay, let's look at the next one. The old car needs tires. What is the subject of the sentence? Who or what is this sentence about? It's about the old car. I know you were thinking that too. And what's the predicate? Well, it needs tires. Okay. His teacher is absent today. Who is the sentence about? Who is the subject of the sentence? His teacher. And what's the predicate? What do they do, or what are they? Absent today. That's the predicate. Okay, let's look at another one. The verb is always part of the predicate, and the subject always has a noun. Okay, I want you to see this video. I think it explains it really well. It's called Subjects and Predicates, and I want you to watch along as we see this. Okay.
Identifying subjects and predicates. At Grammar Songs by Melissa. We use complete sentences every day when we read, speak, and write. Complete sentences help us communicate in a way that enables us to understand each other's thoughts and ideas. Complete sentences are made up of two parts called the subject and the predicate. The subject tells who or what the sentence is about. The predicate tells what the subject does or is. In the sentence, Mary went to the store, the subject, Mary, is who the sentence is about. Went to the store is the predicate because it tells what Mary, the subject, did. It's important to note that the predicate usually begins with the verb and includes the rest of the sentence. Remember, the subject tells who or what the sentence is about. The subject can be a noun, proper noun, or pronoun. The predicate tells what the subject does or is. The predicate usually begins with a verb. Let's practice identifying the subject and predicate in some complete sentences. The little gray bunny ate the orange carrot. First, let's find our subject. Who or what is this sentence about? Well, when I read this sentence, I get a picture in my head of a little gray bunny. The little gray bunny is my subject. A bunny is a noun. Now I need to find my predicate. What did the little gray bunny do? He ate the orange carrot. Ate the orange carrot is my predicate. Ate is a verb, so my predicate, ate the orange carrot, begins with a verb. Hey, come back here. Let's practice identifying the subject and predicate again. Superman flew over the building. First, let's find our subject. Who or what is this sentence about? Well, when I read this sentence, I get a picture in my head of Superman. Superman is my subject. Superman is a proper noun. Now I need to find my predicate. What did Superman do? He flew over the building. Flew over the building is my predicate. Flew is a verb, so my predicate, flew over the building, begins with a verb. Up, up, and away! Let's practice identifying the subject and predicate one more time. The greasy burger and salty fries are delicious. First, let's find our subject. Who or what is this sentence about? Well, when I read this sentence, I get a picture in my head of a burger and fries. The greasy burger and salty fries are my subject. They are what this sentence is about. They are nouns, and they come before the verb. Now I need to find my predicate. What did the greasy burger and salty fries do? Well, they didn't do anything. They just are delicious. Are delicious is my predicate. Are is a linking verb that connects information. So my predicate, are delicious, begins with a verb. Wait, They're delicious. Yum. So now you know a complete sentence has two parts, a subject and a predicate. You, subject, did a great job, predicate. Thank you for joining me at Grammar Songs by Melissa.
Okay, so now what I want you to do is to go to the Canvas assignment with the Google form attachment. And you need to fill out the Google form to show your understanding of the subject and the predicate when we're analyzing a sentence. And now for the rest of the day and for the rest of the week, when you hear someone talking, you can be thinking, hey, was there a subject and a predicate in that sentence? What was the subject and what was the predicate? So be looking out for those things in your writing as well. When you're writing, make sure every sentence has a subject and a predicate. Off you go.